Hey.
Can people hear us?
Hey. Ooh la la. Hey, hey, hey. Check, check, check. Try a little tune. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. All right.
We're not up yet.
It took a few minutes the last time, too.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It never shows up in the live.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
You're listening to
WSTV. Oops. Nope. Maybe not that.
WSTD. I'm your morning show host, Bill Johnson's Big Apple.
Mm-hmm.
You're tuned in.
Anita says we're still quiet. Actually, our sound is all the way up. We're still quiet.
Okay.
All right, so let's try this, I guess. Back to that one again. Check, check.
Any different? Any better? Anita, is it any better? Is it any wonder? And see, now it's starting to get into the yellow, so we should be...
Yeah, we should definitely be loud.
Should be loud.
We should be loud and...
Proud.
Proud. I can't hear anything on my computer, though.
Is your computer... No? She can hear... Any different? Any better? Anita, is it any better?
That sounds pretty loud.
Is it any wonder? See now?
Yeah, we should definitely be loud. Yeah, we're good.
Let's see what happens when you turned it up, though, to make sure we're not, like, blowing.
No, this is when we turned it up.
Oh, it is. Should I just test the song really quick?
We live, Bob, but we're not actually... You can't see us yet, but we are live. We're just testing the audio because we've been having some audio issues. So 1 second, please.
Yeah, Bob, bear with us. We're just making sure.
A couple minutes before we're official in.
Bob's ready.
I don't hear a lot of fuzz. Okay, well, I can hear. I can hear. Mine's on 14. Okay, so it's just... Anita, yeah, Anita is like... always throwing us off. Miranda can hear totally.
She wants
hear everything.
it
Anita
loud.
can't hear anything. Anita needs to get her ears checked. All right, are we ready to go live here then?
Oh, sure.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, we are. Hold on. I don't know how to do this. I forgot. Oh, hello.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Click Vortex. Sam, Jason, we're back.
We're back. I got my new weird nightmare hat on.
I like your weird nightmare hat. I was saying earlier that it's the name of a... You said it's a band.
Yeah, I think so.
And I said it's the name...
It's the Hello Merch Band.
It's the name of a
That's
comp.
where I bought it, at least.
A Hal Wilner comp. He did... Wait, no, maybe it's Strange Nightmare. Weird Nightmare.
Yeah, here's weird. See, look, here's the store.
I like this hat an awful lot.
They got some cool stuff.
You got a cool cassette.
Oh, there it is. Oh, look at that. Yeah, go to Hello. If you want this hat, go to hellomerch.com.
Yeah, and Weird Nightmare is the name of a comp as well. A Hal Wilner comp, a tribute to Charles Mingus.
It really sucks how delayed the chat is for us. Oh, there it is. Now it's popping up. All right,
we love bands when they're playing hard. It's true. It's one of our favorite things. When the bands play hard, I put in my notes, Sam, don't bother so much with an intro. Just be like, hey, it's Click Vortex and get into it. So because
we have the theme song too. That didn't, I guess.
But we should do. Do you want me to see if I can?
I guess. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
I think we can do it. So we'll let's see. Who do we got? We got Bob. We got Anita.
I always forget the
Bob and
Vortex.
Anita. The theme.
That's my bad.
It's not because we don't like the theme. We love the theme.
Of course, we absolutely love the theme.
Love this theme.
I just can't. I don't know how to work I don't know how to work anything. That's the thing here. Let's see. Theme. Does this work?
Yourself falling down
Wow.
This is Astrologer. Hey, if there's any record labels out there,
We know some folks who are looking for a label.
people are looking for a label for vinyl. Anybody out there throwing money around for vinyl? Hit up Astrologer because they want some.
Do you remember the thing where Chris Farley and Adam Sandler on SNL were doing like the, come on, let him watch your house. Just let it. Do you remember the thing where he's like, I just want to watch your house, and he's like, let the boy watch your house.
No.
Oh,
How have
really
I somehow missed it?
It's a really. Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
I'm sure they do. I mean, I must have just missed this one.
Sandler and Farley. Yeah, it's really good. But anyway, I was thinking sort of like, come on, they just want to put out a record, and then you could be the Chris Farley, like, let them put out a record, let them press some vinyl.
Drew from Astrologer said this new record that's coming out is made for vinyl, but it won't be made on vinyl unless someone puts it out. So,
well, you heard it here, folks. Astrologer rules. They just recently played a show. They've got a relatively recent single out and about, and the new
that's
record
coming out on vinyl, I think. Not that one. I guess not that single, but
not Eternal Friday, but
little birdie told me we'll be maybe putting out a little Astrologer 7-inch here soon.
yeah. Stay tuned. Let's see. Yeah, Anita knows. Let the boy watch your dog. Yeah, Bob says no clue because he's Dutch. They don't have SNL in
It didn't make it over there to the Der Nederland. Is that right? That's where the Dutch are, right?
Bob, you're one of our most loyal viewers. Please do not let our ignorance about your home country.
I had a #1 song in the Netherlands.
Really?
The Dutch are very friendly to me.
What was it?
It's called a little song called Yeah Yeah.
All right, number 1. Wow.
I'm sure Bob thinks I'm like a rock star over there.
I think you're a rock star over here.
I think the Netherlands. I think Amsterdam. I think that I'm trying to think of the stat. It's like basically the size of Glendale. It's very small.
Wow.
They love music over there in the Netherlands.
They do. Lol. The Hurley boy. That's what the name of that sketch was.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah, there you go.
Let the boy watch. Sometimes I just need my wife to remind me.
Your friend wife. Well, before we get into our click, Sam, I wanted to ask you what have you been watching anything on the internet and you're like, man, this is great. Is there any content that's really kind of twisting your wheels?
My nipples?
Lately? Twisting your nips?
Yeah, Hotline. I'm watching Hotline on
wastoids.com?
Wastoids.com. That's really been twisting my nipples. And we got a new one coming out here pretty soon.
That's right. When this airs, it will have already come out.
This is airing right now because it's live.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Crap, I keep forgetting.
But when the podcast version comes out, you are correct.
Fuzz, good band, by the way. Fuzz is good.
Fuzz is good. Fuzz is Ty Segall. Miranda's really, she's representing the new music that she's finding publicly.
I love Ty. Fuzz is really good.
Ty is very prolific.
Fuzz is very heavy. Yeah, well, there's a new episode of Hotline with John Vanderslice that will be out tomorrow or came out yesterday, depending on when you are experiencing this podcast.
It came out 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's true.
If you're discovering this later in life.
Yeah. Message and Perp Nerps. It's a great addition. Do we have both friend wives in here today? I haven't seen Becky yet.
A friend wife and a sister wife in here.
I know that Becky has a pretty busy day of meetings, so maybe we'll get her in here.
Bummer.
Maybe not. I know.
Bum trip.
You know what I've been super into lately? I can't get enough of?
Shania Twain?
Extreme lawn care videos on TikTok.
Oh, I love those. Well, maybe not on TikTok, but I get fed those sometimes. Like when the guy goes to people's houses and he's like...
The free guy?
Yeah, he's like, hey, do you care if I mow your lawn? And they're like, what? And he's like, yeah, no, I just want to mow it for free. And they're like, we don't have any money. He's like, no, I'm going to do it for free. And they're like, you're a freak.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's cool.
The one.
I love it.
SB Mowing. That's his name.
And our new sponsor, coincidentally.
I wish. I'm telling you right now, Spencer from SB Mowing, if you're watching, please sponsor our podcast.
And mow our lawns.
Yeah, he does all sorts of, you know how it goes. Like, you've seen him. So, like, the whole sidewalk will just be like...
That's my favorite part when he
uncovers
weed whacks this concrete and all of a sudden, or the the sidewalk, and all of a sudden there's a sidewalk again.
Yeah, he'll do like he's got a shovel often, you know,
scraper,
and he speeds it all up, and then next thing you know, you're watching some. Anita has referred to this as edging ASMR. I think that might
that's something else.
mean some other stuff too, but regardless, it is like ASMR, and I do enjoy it. I'm kind of torn.
Hedging
ASMR.
Maybe.
Hi guys. Hi Lola.
Oh hey Lola, get back to school.
I mean, so the thing is, like, on one hand, I mean, I hate leaf blowers. I think leaf blowers are like
They're so messy.
they're God's punishment to man. Just the noise they make is terrible.
They're so bad for your allergies.
But I love him in these videos because he's
Isn't edging a Blink-182 song? Wasn't that their new Wasn't that the title of their new?
I'm pretty
single
sure
when they
that
came
it
back?
is. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
That makes sense.
I wonder if any of the Blink guys watch SB mowing videos.
I wonder if any of them are watching this right now.
I mean, I hope so.
We got to talk about farts.
Oh, for Blink-182
Yeah,
to
for
care, or
Blink-182
just
to care.
I thought that was a segue into our next segment. Welcome to Fart Talk here on Click Vortex.
Someday we might.
Fart Corner. Well, yeah.
Send me.
So I was really I was
How to edge a lawn.
How to edge a lawn.
Yes. No, she's just saying it is actually called edging.
It is. I know for sure.
Yeah.
It literally is edging. Losers. You know, she's right. And Spencer does that. He does a great job. I was watching one the other day that really had me on the edge of my seat because a neighbor was
No
being
pun
a
intended.
dickhead to him. A neighbor came out and was like, he said he was going to call the cops on him because he was making too much noise. Can you imagine?
Making too much noise.
Well, I mean, yeah, and I'm sure he was, right? Because mowing is not a quiet business. But
Yeah,
can
but
you
that's very
imagine?
common.
Can you imagine calling the cops and be like, "You need to send the SWAT team out now"? And they're like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "The guy next door is mowing." I don't think they'd come out.
I would hope not.
I mean, anyway. So on one hand, I want to see just the overgrowth, like weeds.
Wait,
and
are your
grass.
clicks about
No.
lawn care?
No, I just really wanted to talk about this a little bit. Because on one hand, I want to see just like nature take it all over and just overgrow everything.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's so satisfying at the end of the video when he is done and you just see the...
I love that stuff.
I like it.
The rare times that I don't really spend a lot of time on TikTok, but I think there's a meme that I feel I've probably even brought it up on here before, but it's that meme that's like, I don't watch TikTok. I watch it on Instagram 3 months later, like an adult.
like an adult.
Yeah, that's me. So I get all those way after the fact.
Yeah, you got to have people who kind of curate the TikTok for you.
Although Anita and Lola have a little ritual every night where they watch TikToks on the TV. Like Lola will curate a little playlist of TikToks that she wants everybody to watch, or vice versa. And I've been getting on that a little bit.
That sounds...
They're mostly cat videos.
That all sounds fun. Here's the thing. If you want to see a lot more mowing videos in your TikTok algorithm, watch one
Right.
all the way through, and then you will get a ton. What do we got there?
We got some good...
Okay, so we got something about Blink-182.
We
They were
watched
at Coachella.
We watched Blink-182 on Coachella.
And it was good?
It was, I mean...
It was fun, enjoyable.
If you care at all about Blink-182, it was
Yeah.
enjoyable. One of the first concerts I went to alone with my friends, where I drove us there, was Blink-182. So I have...
You got nostalgia.
I have some.
You have
I
affection.
got some history. And speaking of farting, actually, Mark Hoppus farted on me in Subway down the street from the Nile at that very show, very night.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder what that fart would be worth now.
I bottled it.
You could sell it on eBay.
It's in a 32-ounce Subway cup.
Put it on Discogs.
Yeah.
Um,
And then Bob's talking about Jester, Roland the Farter, the proto-pop punk act for King Henry II.
I'm not 100% sure I understand that, but I know I like it.
Didn't Benjamin Franklin write a book on farting?
I'm sure he did. All those
something
old
like that.
guys were freaks.
They're really into farting and stuff.
Oh yeah.
There's some drunk history too about a lot of
About fart
somebody
interest.
writing love letters to his.
Yes.
What is that? And he talks about how she stinks and she farts and he's into it.
Oh, this is so upsetting because I feel like it's like an art. Is it an artist guy or is it like?
I can't remember. Go find it. Drunk history.
It's not Ezra Pound.
I don't know.
Anyway,
we'll find it somewhere.
We'll figure it out. If you know what historical figure we're referring to, who wrote a lot of nasty letters to his wife.
Yeah.
About her flatulence. I guess I'll get into my clicks now. So
I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm edging on this right
You're
now.
Let's get Spencer in here to clear some of this. What do you think he would say if he saw the mess of cords we've got here? He probably wouldn't like that. He's a Law and Order kind of guy.
Yeah.
He would not enjoy that. Well, all right. So my clicks this week, because I get to start, they come from that special place of the internet, that special corner of the internet we all love. It's called Twitter, which has become really insane. It was already insane, but it's just getting more and more insane by the day. P.S. Pour one out for our blue checks. We're just normal, unbadged people now.
I'm so devastated.
Me too.
Oh, no.
I thought about spending the $8.
Don't do it, man.
I didn't think about spending the $8. I didn't even remotely think about it because if I was getting paid $8 a month to have the blue check, I would consider it.
It's just so silly.
It is a very silly thing. But the thing that's kind of cool about it is you've definitely got kind of like a what is it? The fall of Saigon, like the last plane out or whatever. It's kind of got like a little bit of a fall of civilization vibe over there. So there's like just really crazy posting going on. And if you're the kind of person who's looking for interesting clicks, Twitter, there might be some over there. My friend Jocelyn Romo, she's great. She will post. We got to have her on Click Vortex.
Let's do it.
But she'll post these videos, these little viral clips, and she'll find really funny public access or instructional footage or kind of whatever, just videos, and she'll post like, people on Discogs will straight up spend $1,000 on a late 80s private press album that sounds like this, and she'll post these very hilarious ones. And so she posted one that sent me down, I guess she posted it I don't know when she posted. I think she posted it late last week. I have been obsessed with this video ever since. And
okay.
So we have talked about, on this show, we've talked about Tele-vision, the band. But we have never...
And Tele-vision, the thing.
We've talked about both. Tele-vision, the band, and Tele-vision, the invention. But let me see if I can get... I got to get into my
I think I'm having an
interfall
aneurysm
screen.
right now. These lights are really getting me.
Yeah, they're pretty rough. Well, you've heard of Tele-vision, the band, and Tele-vision, the idea, but have you ever heard of Tele-vision?
The religion?
The greatest movie I've ever seen. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but...
We could.
All right, so get ready. We can't.
Do we have sound?
It's 12 minutes long. Yeah, you just got to give him some time. Get ready.
Thunderstruck? Oh.
This is Tele-vision. This goes on for 12 more minutes. And I'm obsessed with pretty much everything about it.
Who is this guy?
This guy is named Ethan.
Is this the flatulence
Weiner.
jester?
And yeah, this is the jester. No, this is the musical genius Ethan Weiner, who, we got to give it a little bit of time. And I just know, these are cutting edge graphics, as you can tell.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to blow.
He's already at a level way above us in production value. Look at this.
I don't want to blow.
He has overlays.
I don't want to blow your mind.
We don't
Sam,
have overlays.
but these are all the same guy.
No way.
Yeah.
He's like the original John Bryan.
Yeah, he's the original John Bryan. This is from...
He looks like that dude from SNL.
Chris Parnell?
Chris Parnell,
It has been in the YouTube comments that was discussed. We're kind of building up, obviously. We're only a little into the song.
Now we got some keys.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Rolands, we got a Roland keyboard.
Get ready. And...
Oh, man. Wait, is that a movie theater employee playing a cymbal? Oh my God. Now we got a zoot suit. This guy's going... Oh, he's taking us through the history of music.
He is...
Throughout the ages.
Bob says, I love this. Here's the thing, Bob. Jocelyn posted this, and I watched... She didn't post the entire 12 minutes. But I watched like 3 minutes
Captain
of it.
Tennille here.
And I was like...
Little yacht rocker.
I think I legitimately love this recording. Oh, this is what I was waiting to get to.
The cowboy. Yeah, this dude's doing all... He's doing everything, all genres. Whoa. Hot licks.
We're
getting some feedback. I like that his amp is on a stand.
It literally...
Whoa. No way. No way.
Ethan started playing the cello at 40-something years old after...
Is he wearing a Star Trek shirt?
I think it's a Star Trek uniform. It looks like one to me, but... Look at all this. I mean, this is insane. The one thing that kind of sucks, he's not playing the drums. He's got another guy. But other than that...
He was playing the cymbals, though.
Well, yeah. And there's some glockenspiel later. It's a little triangle.
Whoa, look at that. Is he wearing a neck? Oh, that's a turtleneck. I thought he was wearing a neck brace.
Yeah. No. Just a turtleneck. Normal. Pure talent. I mean, seriously, he is taking us places.
This should be a ride at Disneyland.
So... Hang on.
No way. Look at that.
Yeah, where do you find this? I'll tell you what, my friend. Go to YouTube. Okay, hang on, though. This is one of the best parts.
Form. Look at that form.
Oh.
Who's that?
Get ready. Here we go.
Is that a panther?
It's a cat. Just a normal cat. The cat's thinking about Ethan. But what's Ethan thinking about? Oh, he's thinking about that cat. Aw. This is
good.
It's ELO level.
It's
it like legitimately is good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we could just keep going.
Is that an eagle?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some Esteban vibes with the...
I mean, we've still got something like... I think we've still got something like 9.5 minutes.
It is his friend. Yeah, his friend wife on the triangle.
His friend wife. So
he's thinking about the three-eyed fish from Futurama.
Oh yeah, it's the fish from the Simpsons.
Oh, the Simpsons. Yeah, that's
right. Is this gonna go away if
harmonica guy?
Now he's playing harmonica. So we've skipped. We're back, but
it is still playing though.
I know. I was wondering if we should just let it keep playing.
We could. Why not?
Yeah, while we talk over it,
because it's 9 farting minutes long.
It's so beautiful. So here's the thing. She posted this, and I went down an absolute rabbit hole of trying to figure out everything I could possibly find out about Ethan Weiner. Ethan Weiner does not have a Wikipedia page. You know what he does have, though? Was he
in the Four Seasons at one point?
He was not in the Four Seasons, to my knowledge. But let me tell you what he does have, okay? And that is... Will this show up normal? Let's see. Here, we're coming back. This is Ethan's website, ethanweiner.com. It's been up since...
Is that some RHCP slap bass?
Oh, yeah. He's slap bassing now.
He's slapping a bass.
This has been up since 1997. Okay. So I'm just, I want to give everybody a little bit of a feel for what Ethan's website looks like.
It looks. It actually looks good for 1997.
It's pretty great,
right? I don't see
any
animated GIFs, which is unfortunate.
Well, so I'm like, okay, so what's up with Ethan? What's his deal? Where did this guy come from? How did he make this incredible magnum opus of... I mean, listen to it.
Wow, he did what's that called? The forget what that's called when you're a guitar shredder guy.
I think it's just called like a cool move.
It's like a drop, like
a drop.
What is that called? Where's Chris? If Chris was here, he would know. He's a shredder.
If only. He is slapping the bass. Anyway, so I don't know what Uncle Kelly's site means, but I agree.
Yes, it's very Uncle Kelly. Uncle Kelly made many websites in the 90s.
So 2000s. Ethan he's great, right? He has been around forever, and this is what I learned about Ethan from his website. And spoiler alert.
Peanut. Got a 311 fan in the house.
Amber is the color of Ethan's energy. You can see here, he's got all sorts of incredible... Here, we'll go back to us because, we're the stars of the show. It's still going.
I dig it.
So here's the thing. He's got so much information, and his website is the best.
Thorough. Very thorough.
It's
just in thorough.
It's got all the stuff he's interested in, right? So first off, Ethan is a world-class audio guy. He's been recording since the 70s.
Okay.
And he has opened...
other people or himself?
Himself, other people. He's had a number of studios. The website features information about tons of them. He's also a writer. He writes for audio magazines, and he writes about computers. He's a early adopter of computer stuff. So when he built this website in 1997...
Wait, what's his name? Ethan?
Ethan Weiner.
It's funny.
He started...
Ethan's been coming up a lot lately this week.
Wait, what's the other way Ethan's come up?
This is a side click, but in Oklahoma City, we were trying to figure out the name of our awesome waiter, and my sister was like, he's an Ethan for sure. And then we realized also that my, well, whatever.
Was he?
He was not. Turns out he was not an Ethan. He was a Matthew, but we were close.
I mean, Ethan and Matthew feel
They're
kind of
interchangeable.
close.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. If he had a really funny name, maybe Ethan Weiner would include it on the section of his website that's reserved for funny names.
Oh.
He has a section that's all funny names.
Cool.
He's got links to his work, his
What are some of his funny names?
Well, we should just pop back, right?
Yeah.
So we'll click on.
I want to know. I like that. I got lists of funny
names.
names.
What do we got here? I'll just start kind of reading. We've got. Oh no.
You lost it. So he likes The Simpsons. So he's making up like funny prank phone call names. Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, it's something along those lines. So like Al Dente.
Alcoholic. Oh yeah. Okay.
Remember him?
Yeah.
Amanda Lynn.
Okay.
Andy Freeze, and then it says here, as in antifreeze, a
Right.
real race car driver. What else do we got? Oh, Anita Lay. Do you get that?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
We're still in the A's. Let's scroll down to Craven Moorhead.
Okay. Remember that DJ from there.
Yeah. Okay.
Edge.
Dick Bush. Parentheses. Real person. So
Yeah.
some of these are real people,
Right.
and some of these are,
Not real.
I guess
people.
not real. So he's
Or
got.
maybe they are, and we just don't know them yet. We haven't met them yet.
So he's got that section. He's got links to he started an audio company called Real Traps that they're like acoustic enclosures.
Yeah,
Sound
like bass
traps, yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's got that. What else do we got here? He's got a cello page. He's got some family photos, and his family photos, let's go back here. You know why he was thinking about those cats? Because Ethan
Dude likes
loves
cats.
his cats. Look at that. He loves that cat. He loves this cat.
Aw.
He
Whoa, listen to this Vokes.
Yeah, he drops in a little of that.
Is that a painting of him and his cat?
This is a painting of him and Bear, who passed away peacefully at the age of 18 in 2009. Ethan's my favorite person now. Look at he loves
Is
his
that a
cats.
pinball machine?
Oh yeah. You think Ethan doesn't have a bunch of pinball machines? You're crazy. We've also got a section for wisdom and funny quotes. So what do we say? Just because you believe something doesn't make it true.
I picture Ethan just sitting on his computer, wearing his glasses, just plugging away all day long at his website.
Here we go. This is my favorite. These days, many movies are rated as containing graphic violence and brief nudity. Guess what Ethan prefers?
What?
Brief violence and graphic nudity.
Such a jokester, that Ethan.
He's such a jokester. We've also got everybody. We all want to get
Uncle
laid,
Ethan.
but nobody wants to get screwed. And he's right. And let's
Oh
clue
my
back to.
God!
This is the Sergeant Pepper section.
We're here for the grand finale. It looks like.
Oh yeah, we're getting real. This is it's almost over. And
Dude, look at that. Those tubular bells and some little
Timpani?
timpani. He's got some flutes.
Bob, you're not wrong. It does rock. And I know it rocks because I've listened to it.
Uh-oh.
This is it's probably one of the guys with a funny name from his website. The guy with the dreads here. Ethan.
Uh-oh. I gotta hand it to him though for that the form. I took classical guitar 101 and 102, and I gotta say, that form is tip top. GCC alum.
Look at that. I mean, seriously.
Nothing really matters.
Ethan Weiner. There we go. It was conceived, composed, performed, recorded, mixed, and edited by Ethan Weiner. Don't worry though, Chuck Scott helped out. Okay, so.
Dang.
So yes, that's Ethan Weiner, and here's what I think. This is why I brought him up, because
You have to.
his website is incredible, and it says everything you need to know about him. And I think that we need websites to make a return, right? Like everybody should have a website that lists funny names you think
Oh yeah, I love websites.
are funny. Websites,
Big fan.
Social media, I mean, despite the fact that I started this by saying because of Twitter I was introduced to the wonderful world of Ethan Weiner, but regardless, we got to get rid of it. Let's get off these
Get
stupid
back to
social
basics.
Let's get back to GeoCities.
The interweb.
Let's get back to websites. Uh-oh.
Hey, I don't know what this is, but I'm digging it. Oh, it's you.
YouTube just
I do.
audio
I
started
recognize
playing
it, yeah.
my
I wouldn't
song.
have got that in the the trivia 3 bars, like the radio thing, but 5, 6, maybe.
But yeah, and you mentioned, right, I mean, look, Homer Simpson's on here. Trying is the first step towards failure. Ethan Weiner. I don't think Ethan failed when he made that video, though.
No.
I think that video is incredible, and I genuinely believe that, one, you can see... I sent it to everybody that I play music with, of course, and my friend Zach, a.k.a. Dadweed, was like, I have seen my future, and I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, no.
But regardless,
possibly.
I mean, because the one-man band thing...
I'd like to see Zach in a bow tie, like that
Just...
that look.
You just wait. I'm gonna do the cowboy with the chaps.
Yeah.
He's gonna do the bow tie. We're gonna make Rick wear that Captain Kirk uniform. Anyway.
Yeah, this sounds great.
So he's great. When do you think he made that video? When do you think Tele-vision came out? That's the real question for you.
I mean, the quality's pretty decent.
It is pretty decent. It kind of gives it away.
I'm gonna say he made that in 2014.
Ooh, not quite. 2006.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Maybe it was 2007.
2000 still. I mean, that's like a high production value for 2006. That's a lot of editing.
It's pretty extreme production value, and he is just really... I mean, he's great. And if you go to his website, you can find all sorts of stuff. He's got all these recordings he made when he was, like, younger. He's got... If you look long enough, you can even find some kind of, like, not safe for work stuff. I didn't really click on that. But
he's you know what Ethan's doing is he's building his own internet.
He's building his own internet.
He has everything on here.
Yeah, and he's got... It's like
everything,
this is...
You don't even need the internet anymore. You can just go here.
No, you can just... If you...
Does he have his own domain?
Yeah, it's ethanweiner.com,
okay,
of course.
Great, good.
But then he's got an oxymoron section.
Wow.
So some oxymorons.
He's really thought of it all.
I mean, what doesn't he have is what we got here. A 12-ounce pound cake. That's an oxymoron, right? Because it's ounce, pound. Anyway,
Sure.
so my whole thing here is I think that Tele-vision by Ethan Weiner is my favorite movie of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite TV show of 2023.
Okay.
And it is it's the Schenectady, New York of early... We both, you and I are obsessed with public access, right? This guy's masterwork is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like it means so much to him personally that he created
It's his legacy.
It's his legacy.
It's the legacy he's leaving for his children and his children's children's children.
Yeah, and like you might look at that and kind of be like, oh, it's it's like so dated or whatever. But it's awesome. I think it's legitimately awesome.
I think it's ahead of its time for 2007.
It's ahead of its
dated
time.
At all.
It's really he knows it's funny. First off, sometimes so many people were like, "Oh no, like what did he think?" And it's like he knows it's funny. There's a scene where he's thinking about the fish from The Simpsons.
Yeah, clearly he's a funny guy.
He's a funny dude. He's got a section of funny names
Uncle
on
Funny.
it. He's Uncle Funny.
Yeah.
So
Good old
anyway,
Uncle Funny.
I think this is incredible, and you and I are both obsessed with public access. Like that's one of our favorite sort of like genres of things. Is like welcome to the public access world of late 70s New York or anything like that. But in a way, the promise of the internet was also a kind of public access, and you can see that somebody like Ethan, this dude.
He gets it.
He's an early adopter. He knows the radical potential of
the
the internet.
This is what the internet's for.
The
it's
internet,
not for
yeah.
startups and
No.
social media. It's for just laying out everything you love on a website for all to see for all time.
That's right. As long as you keep refreshing that domain. And look, he's been at it since 1997.
I bet Ethan bought
wouldn't-
up a bunch of domains back in the 90s. That would be my guess. And he's probably wealthy from it. He seems like a smart guy way ahead of his time. I bet he bought McDonald's.com. I bet he bought IBM.com.
I mean, we're going to have to find out. He's got a contact section, and I think I'm going to hit him up and ask
I'm
if
checking
he'll
out his GoDaddy account.
If he'll talk to us for Wastoids, because I want to know more. You can go just check out this website. There's recordings of him playing like funk music in the 70s. There's
Real funky guy.
Recordings of he's got tons of videos on YouTube where he's demonstrating various recording techniques. He's always fighting with other audio people. who
He's
will say-
opinionated.
he's deeply opinionated, but he's like,
As he should be.
I'm gonna make my point. He does some cool close miking of stuff. So anyway, Ethan Weiner.
I mean, his stuff, it did sound good.
It did sound
drums,
good. Okay, so maybe the drums were
Drums
his.
not so
the
much.
drums might have been his weakest link
Yeah.
in that. But I mean, considering
piano, the guitar.
that's the one thing he wasn't doing. I mean, we
Right.
can probably just blame that other guy.
That was probably one of the fights he got, and was the other guy, the drummer. It was,
Yeah.
and if I had to guess, Jim Keltner on drums. There.
It's probably Keltner on
Yeah.
drums. He was wearing his gloves.
Yeah.
He did his thing.
I'd put money on it.
So all of my clicks were Ethan Weiner related because I go to his website a couple
just couldn't
times
get
a
away
day.
from it.
I just keep. Well, there's always more to find, and that is
Did he have that thing when you try to click away, it pulls you back in?
no.
Did that
no,
ever happen to you?
No. What is that?
That happens to me when I ask the internet a question and I go, I forget what the website is, but it's one that's kind of there for answering questions. Quora or something. Maybe?
Oh yeah.
And I feel like when I click on those and then I try to go away, it somehow takes over my browser and pulls me back to this website no matter how many times I try to click away from it.
We got to install. Can you install that technology on wastoids.com?
Yeah.
It won't.
Maybe.
It won't matter
I bet
because
Ethan
nobody's
probably
going to
knows.
our website. But
Ethan
if one of
probably
them
knows how to
does, there's. So anyway, Ethan Weiner, my new hero. Thank you, Jocelyn. Thank you, Ethan.
Wow.
Thank you, Bear the cat.
Oh, that's a cat's name, Bear?
The cat that there's a painting of is Bear.
The black cat, Bear?
I don't know if it's Bear who's in the video, but I think it looked pretty similar. Like you
Cool.
said, it looked like a panther.
It did. Well, because it was big. I think he was trying to make it look like a panther.
I mean, and the fact like when he's thinking of
'Cause
the
he's
cat,
funny.
when he's thinking of the cat and the cat's thinking of him. I mean,
Yeah.
jeez,
Sweet. Very sweet.
genius, Ethan.
Wow.
We salute you.
Dang, these
One,
lights are bright.
a one-man click
can't
vortex.
stress that
I know.
enough.
I pointed them at us
They're quite
more.
bright.
Anyway, all right. So what do you got?
Well, you're done?
Like I said, he's a one-man click vortex.
I mean,
I click. I didn't even
couldn't
touch
really
on
go
all of
anywhere.
it.
It's-
I couldn't go anywhere else. Ethan is
couldn't
my
possibly.
click. He's all my clicks.
well, maybe I'll do one click. Maybe I'll,
No, you can do
I'll
as many
one.
clicks as you
I only really
want.
have one too, actually. So this is good. This is good. I'm not here. Weirdly, I'm here to talk about Ethan too. Ethan Weiner. I'm actually here to talk about Mungo Jerry's blues band, aka Mungo, just simply Mungo Jerry.
Yeah,
You know Mungo Jerry.
Summertime.
Yeah, you know that there's more than one Mungo Jerry song. I didn't know that. I thought they just released that and then drove off a bridge. But there's more than one Mungo Jerry song. Here's the one that everybody knows. I think.
Oh yeah.
You've heard this.
Who has?
That's a jug. That
Oh sure, jug band style. That's what all these like weirdo '60s dudes were interested in. Grateful Dead started as a jug
Mungo
band.
Jerry. Yeah, he's I'm gonna mention Grateful Dead actually here, so it makes sense because Mungo Jerry's kind of a joke band too.
Oh yeah. There you go.
So
It's a good song.
all
In my
by the way, all Mungo Jerry songs sound exactly like that. Not a lot of dynamics going on, but this is one of those songs that. So we went to that show last night. It was cool, but I had not done my clicks yet, and I was sitting there, and Anita was watching me procrastinate, and she's like, "Aren't you supposed to do your clicks?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just don't know. I got nothing." So, I think that's. I'm gonna guess that's Chris.
That guy has great teeth. Does he mean Mungo Jerry?
Mungo does have great teeth.
Okay.
I like gaps, and Mungo. He's got a Mungo gap.
Got a consistent gap.
Yeah, so Mungo Jerry, how did I get to Mungo Jerry? Oh, my wife, before she went to bed, she did what she does if I'm deciding that I'm going to stay out in the living room and keep watching TV. She just turns it on Vivo.
Yeah, it's your favorite.
It's I'm going back to my Click Vortex roots. I'm just going to watch some Vivo. I'm going to see what comes on. Some good stuff came on. Saw some Stevie Nicks. I couldn't do that, talked about that, but we saw some what's that song? Was it White Winged Dove maybe?
Oh yeah. Edge of 17.
Edge of 17. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. It's good that I know things like that.
Yeah, you're a well of knowledge. Thank
Both.
You. You're a wealth of knowledge.
I'm a wealth.
A wealth.
I'm a well.
You're an elf of knowledge.
I am an elf of knowledge.
I think So anyway, Mungo Jerry video came on, summertime.
So, I was gonna say that's the song that
it
came on.
I was like, all right, I got it. This is probably a good one. I had to dig into Mungo. So I think, what's the first time you ever heard Mungo Jerry? Because this is one of those songs that just is kind of there. You don't really have a choice.
Yeah, I can't even.
It's forced upon you.
Yeah,
Mungo.
It's just one of those. I know it's in movies. It's in a lot of movies.
It must be, yeah, right.
But I don't know. I mean, like, for some reason.
You don't remember where you were the first time you heard Mungo Jerry? I actually do.
Tell me where you were when you first heard Mungo Jerry.
My Uncle Matt, speaking of uncles, my Uncle Matt was singing this song, and I thought he made it up. And then
it
later,
does sound sort of like a song your
sounds
uncle
like an
would
Uncle
make
Matt
up.
song, yeah. And then I remember hearing it later on the radio and going like, oh,
that's real.
He was not representing Mungo properly. He was sort of, making it seem that it was a song he was making up on the spot, and that's not true. So
yeah, it was real.
Not cool, Uncle Matt. Yeah, Mungo. I mean, what do you think? Do you like that kind of crap, or what? What's your deal?
Yeah, I like that kind of crap. I mean, if for some reason, summertime. What's the song actually called?
In the summertime.
In the summertime.
The weather is hot.
I mean, that song is like kind of one of those songs that kind of reminds me of like Joy to the World by Three Dog Night.
Sure.
Or kind of reminds me of like Brand New Key. Wait, is that
Melanie,
what that song?
Melanie. Brand New Key, yeah. One of those one-hit wonder type deals. Sorry.
Yeah, it's got that vibe to me, just sort of like freak friendly, but also pretty catchy. So where I could see like that song coming out and like kind of some square folks who don't like these dirty hippies being like, well, that song's kind of got a little bit of a little charm to it or whatever. That's I don't know what am I talking about?
I don't know, but Mungo Jerry's a moniker for singer Ray Dorset, and it's also the name of the band. What I did not know is that they started in Ashford, Middlesex, England, which means that they're British.
They're British.
They're British, and I didn't know that. I would have thought Mungo was from like, he looks like he's from, I don't know, like the Bayou or something. Like
yeah,
he looks like he's wrestling gators or something, but he's not. He's eating tea, drinking tea, and eating toast.
Biscuits.
In Middlesex, England. So
he's having beans all the time.
Yeah, so they got together in 1970. They have gone through 20 members over the years. As I've said, at least one of them was a jug player. His name was Paul King, and he left after the second album because he wasn't getting enough. He wasn't getting enough of his songs on the records. So that's maybe why there wasn't any dynamic. Although he was a jug player, so I don't know how much he really could have been bringing to the table.
I mean, are there a lot of
Are there a lot of jug guys in popular music? I think one.
I can only. Well, who are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of Paul King from Mungo Jerry.
I was thinking of the 13th floor elevators had a jug.
Did they?
Player. They had like an amplified jug that they would use to psychedelic effect.
Okay.
But they didn't have. They weren't hit makers. He's chomping crumpets with them.
He is chomping crumpets.
We've also. I want to note. Miranda pointed out that Three Dog Night was her first concert. She said Alaska State Fair.
Yeah, that's pretty
dope.
Fair vibes there.
That's fair vibes. So no, I don't. I guess I didn't. I never have thought much about Mungo Jerry.
So surprisingly, Mungo Jerry had 9 charting singles in the UK.
Wow.
They had 5 in South Africa. So I don't know how that happened, but they made their way over there, and 4 in Canada, but only the one in America, which is why. We just don't. We only got Summertime here.
Wow.
But despite that, how many copies would you say in the Summertime went on to sell worldwide, if you had to guess?
I'm really bad at sales figures. I'm going to say 5 million.
How about 30 million?
Wow.
30 million copies.
That would have been an awful lot. That's an awful lot now.
Once again, collectively, you and I have not even sold, I don't think, like 1,500 copies of anything.
I think so. Yeah.
Mungo Jerry has managed to sell 30 million, and there's a jug in it. There's a jug in the track.
Yeah.
And not bad, because apparently this song only took 10 minutes to write.
It does sort of sound like a song that only took 10 minutes to write. I don't mean that as like not necessarily a diss, but
no.
It doesn't sound like a ton of thought went into it.
Ray wrote this song on a secondhand Fender Strat on his lunch break while he was working at Timex.
Ray, the jug player?
Ray Dorset. No, but Paul King is the jug player.
Crap.
Ray Dorset is Mungo.
So Paul was like, I got more songs, and Ray was like, Don't worry, man. I
He's
got it
like,
covered.
dude, I had the hit.
Yeah.
I had the hit summer.
I had
in
the one hit in
summertime.
America.
All right, we're gonna match this up. We're gonna get another one. So,
All right.
summertime, a cool stat, or maybe not that cool. I don't know, but it was the first maxi single to ever exist. Do you know what about the maxi single? I almost went down that rabbit hole, but I was like, kind of boring.
Is a maxi single where it's like the full? It's like an extended.
It's more than 2 songs. So the
Okay.
typical single was an A and a B side. A maxi single would be extended. So
Got
you
it.
see later on in the 80s and 90s, you see cassette maxi singles.
Sure.
See CD maxi singles with like a lot of remixes on those.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You'll see like a Madonna track with maybe 5 different remixes, like a Paul Oakenfold remix or something of Ray of Light. I don't know what it is, but that's a maxi single.
Right.
Their first show in 1970 was also Grateful Dead's first show in the UK at the Hollywood Music Festival in the UK in 1970, alongside Black Sabbath, Traffic, and Jose Feliciano.
Man, I wish I was at that show.
Such a lineup there.
I would really like to see Mungo Jerry with Black Sabbath and the Grateful Dead, and Jose Feliciano. He's good too.
I mean, yeah. And in 1983, Ray Dorset, a.k.a. Mungo Jerry, was also part of a blues supergroup called Kathmandu,
Okay.
which recorded A Case for the Blues with guitarist Peter Green, formerly of Fleetwood Mac. So
Our guy.
Tying it back to my last
Wow.
thing.
Mungo got around.
Yeah, so someone wrote a book called The Book of Golden Discs in 1978. His name is Joseph Morel. And he said that Mungomania was possibly the most startling and unpredictable pop phenomenon to hit Britain since the Beatles. Now, I'm not sure if I agree with that. You got Beatlemania.
Right.
You got
Mungomania.
Mungomania. I feel like I've heard of Beatlemania.
You don't feel like you've constantly heard people talking about
I'm not sure if
a
I've heard
severe
of
case of Mungomania.
I'm not sure. I've heard of Mungomania, but I think it was like a foot infection that someone gets at the river. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. But I'm also sad to report. So Miranda said that he has Kathmandu. Who sings Kathmandu? Bob Seger.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Bob Seger. What was I gonna say?
One of the first songs I ever learned to sing in my human life.
Mungo's got some cool hair, as Miranda mentioned in the chat. He also has those crazy lamb chops.
Yeah.
I'm very sad to report that Ray no longer has his trademark sideburns, but happy to report that he is still alive and making music. And not only is he making music, man, I wish people could see this. I guess they could if I sent you the link. Mungo Jerry, can I text this to you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to text this to you because now I'm thinking about it. It probably should be.
I need to physically. I need to see it.
Sorry. Okay, here. Mungo Jerry is making vape juice. And guess what it's called? Mango cherry. Mango cherry vape juice.
Oh my God.
Yeah, check your
Here we
your
go.
thing.
We're
Let's
bringing
pull up
this up.
clip. I want this up.
Is this a? Okay, hang on a second, guys. Oh
Yeah,
my
let's get
God,
this.
this is the best thing I've ever seen already.
So
okay,
this is
let me
pretty
get a full
recent.
screen.
Let's go full screen for this mango. It's called Mungo cherry, but it's
All right, we
actually
ready?
the flavor I think is mango cherry. Look at
We
this.
just got a package arrived, which is
Look at him.
sent over kindly.
He's
by
still got
Johnny
those
Lovell's
chops.
Juicy fruits, and we did mention
He doesn't
them on the
anymore,
tour.
apparently, according to some article. This is
Look
this
like
is
you
a
can
couple
kinda
years
see-
ago.
Oh yeah.
Jerry, vaping fluid was being developed.
Vaping fluid.
Called Mungo Jerry.
Don't vape, kids. Yeah,
And it
vaping
was
is
launched
stupid.
at
Smoke
the,
cigarettes like
Vape
a
Expo
real person.
2016 at the NEC in Birmingham.
Wait, so do you think he does like
This is the
THC?
Mungo Cherry vape
No,
juice,
this is just.
which they say
Look at the vape clouds in the background.
Oh, he's got some plumes of that vape smoke.
Oh, this guy's just rocking off
mango.
that 30 million.
maybe we could have
Look at that.
Mango cherry.
Hello, love.
Mango cherry.
There you go.
Hello, love. I'm
We have the
vaping.
Mungo cherry juice.
Does this
mug
guy know how to merchandise or what?
with my picture on there.
Whoa.
Well, let's see what we got. Let's
What do we
have
got?
a look at this vaping thing. This is nothing to
This
do with
vaping
me
thing.
or our company or
Watch it with
whatever,
that knife there,
but we do
Mungo.
need
Uh-oh.
to have
Yeah,
some
look at that.
kind of machine
Delicious.
to do the vaping.
You
Right,
do
okay,
need
that's
some
the same
kind of
vape.
machine.
That's the same vape that I have.
Vaping machine.
I wonder if
With
John has
Mungo
ever had
cherry
Mungo
vaping
Jerry.
juice
John
in it.
downstairs,
And,
he's a
I'm
vapor.
gonna try it out. Let's go have
Look at that. Oh yeah, rip that thing, dude. Ooh, hits
Ooh,
hard.
look
Hits
at the
the
teeth.
throat. He digs it.
That's really pleasant.
Is it?
It's really pleasant. I'm really surprised. It's like
First time he's
This is
tried
the
it.
first. It's the first time you've ever tried his fucking vape juice, his branded vape juice. Yeah, all right, Mungo. Well, we've got the vape juice ready.
Yes.
We're gonna come over and shoot that commercial for it. And he's like, "Sure, I'll try it for the 1st
I'll
time."
try it. How much money do I get my check? He's like, they said
Just
you don't get the
flavor.
check until you
like steam.
get that.
Anyway, look. Mango cherry.
Don't
Bob's
waste
talking
it.
about the
Tried and
70s
tested
popcorn
by
lung.
Mungo Jerry. Let's have another go.
Oh, I love it.
Was he going direct? Oh no, I thought he was drinking
Oh,
direct from it.
He's taking shots. This guy's old school. This guy's old school.
Wow, it is really pleasant. Wait, should we go back to our?
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna actually, because it gets
We like
better.
it so
It
much,
actually
the
gets
idea.
better.
Do you want me to
It's just
just-
getting people off
Yeah,
the
so
smoke
let's
anyway.
let's move
Okay.
on. Let's move
Alright.
on because I'm gonna send you something that might be a little
Go
bit
to
even better
mungojerry.com,
than the vape
And
juice
you can get it from our
situation.
online shop.
All right,
So-
let's come back. Wow,
so-
holy moly, guys! Can you believe this? I agree with you, Anita. This is the best episode of Click Vortex so far.
He's good. We gotta get. I want to sell.
Oh, we need
Mungo Jerry merch. I'm hoping maybe I'm calling out easy partners. Mungo Jerry is like an easy partners thing. Let's get some Mungo.
Wait, is he really? He works with Easy Partners?
No, I'm saying he should.
Oh, he should
He
be.
should. Easy Partners works with a lot of like Cheech and Chong and Mungo Jerry vape.
I
vape
get the sense that they could totally do that.
mugs.
Wow, Mungo Jerry is living. He's living the
so
life.
Let's get this next one primed up. So,
All right.
Mungo surprisingly has 20 albums out there. And if I had to pick one favorite, from the 10 minutes of research that I did on Mungo Jerry, I'm going to go with Cool Jesus. I'm going to go with Cool Jesus as my favorite album from August 2011. I tried to find lyrics. I couldn't find lyrics to this, but I did find a video. And I think maybe Ethan Weiner directed this, if I'm not mistaken.
It's good for your hair. It's good for your lungs.
Yeah, I want to show you this. I'm going to send you the album cover for Cool Jesus too.
Oh, there he is. That's the man himself.
That's Mungo. Oh no, Jesus.
I meant
Well,
Jesus.
Mungo, one and the same, really. They both had a great singing voice, good songwriting structure, a jug, and lamb chops.
What kind of vaping do you think Jesus would be into?
Oh, he'd probably grape. If I had
He loves
to.
that grape juice.
He loves that grape juice vape.
It's like,
Grape vape.
and then the disciples came to a wedding, and there was no vape.
Oh yeah, look
juice.
at that. Okay, so I don't even really need to pull up the album cover because that's
the
basically
album
is
cover?
the album cover is Cool Jesus skateboarding.
See, this is the miracle where he turned the water at the wedding into vape juice.
The grape vape juice, yeah. And this is him walking on
They
vape
saw him
juice.
walking on the vape juice. I can't.
This is him explaining. This is him going door to door selling his vape juice.
This is
Kids, now we're gonna have some. There's the album cover. Yeah, look. So he's skateboarding.
cool. Jeez.
More longboarding, I guess.
Wow. So wait, what year do you have the
This
year
is
on
2011.
this? 2011.
So this is actually 4 years after Ethan Weiner directed that video. So we can really see if you compare the two. Look at that. Just cruising down the PCH.
This is incredible.
The production value of Ethan Weiner is now. Yes, he is vaping.
Happy Easter, all of you. I know we have a lot of extremely religious.
Yeah. So what I was getting at is the production value of this. When
Yeah.
you stack it up against Ethan Weiner, it really shows just how well
Ethan,
edited and shot and all that stuff. Yeah, 2011. That was basically 2 years ago. It was. It feels like 2 years ago. It was. I can't do math. 12 years ago. Look at that. Oh man.
look, I gotta be honest. Some of this seems like people are not being cool to Jesus here. Wow. What is,
He wants to. The chorus is, "I want to be like you. You're so cool," or "I want to be like you. I want to be like you, man. You're so cool," or something like that.
and it's referencing Jesus.
Well, yeah.
Wow. Mungo Jerry, 20 albums. Oh, there's some Passion of the Christ vibes.
He's getting. Now he's just
Whoa.
getting skunky.
Oh, he's letting loose. He's taking a few too many rips on his vaping
Taking rips
machine.
from the vape. Yeah.
Have you ever heard somebody
now just
refer to it as a vaping machine?
a vaping machine? No, I haven't actually. I think
He kept doing it.
I think that's proof that you've never vaped.
Wow. I know I've never.
That you're referring to it as a vaping machine.
It's quite pleasant. This Jesus Christ, he's quite pleasant, isn't
Do you think-
he?
I bet. Do you think he saw this video until after it was released on YouTube, and he's like, "Actually, I'm surprised that it's actually pretty good. I only paid $12 for that."
I think so. I think he outsourced it. The same folks who did the vape design.
I do love the cover.
No, I kind of.
It's cool. It's very like Saturday morning cartoons.
I would go as far to say that this is not.
Ooh.
Oh, yikes!
Yeah,
I would go as far as to say this is not that bad.
They're reusing a lot of footage here.
Yeah, I mean, I think you only get one use of the
It was a long-
footage
it
from
was
the
a long
Passion.
time ago. It was
Passion
2,000 years ago. There's not a lot of.
There
But
mu-
I do like the quality of the album cover is getting better as you go.
Yeah. Oh, here's our guy.
There's the credits.
Ray.
There's the credits.
Rainey Martin. Oh yeah, old Torsten Luderwalt.
Oh, here we got Nate. Yeah, Nate. Yeah, there was. I could play there. So I've been making fun of Mungo saying he only had one song, but I was a little shocked to hear that there were a few songs that I was familiar with. I have heard this song. This song is called Lady Rose. Let's just keep Mungo's face up there. Yeah.
Just while we're listening, yeah. Lady Rose.
Oh, you could see, or maybe you can see. Oh, you can't see this because never mind.
Oh, now you can.
Yeah. Do you recognize? Let me skip through. Do you recognize this one at all?
Yeah.
Now, do we recognize it, or is it just that it is in the summertime? It's the same song.
Yeah, totally. It sounds so much like T-Rex.
Look,
too.
he's even doing the
Oh yeah.
and the jug thing. It's the exact same thing.
It also kind of reminds me of the Faces, Ooh La La.
Yeah, there's lots of this going on.
No, you're right. Yeah, it's totally.
So a few more final words on Mungo Ray Dorset.
A few more Mungo.
Few more Mungos. I'll leave this on.
Mungo
he's
factoids.
He's a Freemason, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool, Jesus.
Cool.
What's not cool, and this was on his Wikipedia page, so this is not like it's not like someone gave me personal intel on Mungo. This is on the internet, and it's on his official wiki, if there is such a thing. Ray suffers from irritable bowel syndrome, and as a result, I'm sorry. There's a quote. So it's from the rock and roll lifestyle that he enjoyed after the success of In the Summertime. So listen up, kids. If you have a one-hit wonder, be careful.
Yeah, don't go.
IBS is out there and it's rough. And also, I think he's maybe referencing cocaine. I think he was a big coke guy. There's a song, this other song, which is actually a cover. It's called "Have a Whiff on Me."
Yeah.
This is a song it's an old folk song. It's been in blues song. It's been covered by many people, including the Byrds was the most recent, I think, before this. But this song's like just about scoring and doing cocaine and having a whiff on people. So the song's called "Have a Whiff on Me."
Yeah, this is. I have a feeling that we're gonna get some copyright flags.
Oh, we might, yeah. So I'm just picturing that.
But I'm fine with that.
I'm just picturing that they're in like a bouncy castle just filled with cocaine when they're recording.
Just
that
having
song.
a whiff.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah. Wow. So he did a lot of coke, and now he's got IBS.
He did a lot of coke, yeah. And they also ran into some copyright issues themselves, actually. "Have a Whiff on Me" was about to be their next #1 single, and the UK government was like, "No, you're not having a whiff on anybody. Take this down. We're not promoting whiffs." Okay.
Wow.
We're not promoting whiffs of cocaine. So they took it down for a while, and it eventually came back, and everyone was like, you know what, mellow out, UK. And they did, but then by that time, there wasn't enough cocaine to save this song. Let's just say that, and it didn't. But anyway, speaking of cocaine, have you seen Succession?
I have.
Okay, because I wasn't really gonna end. I didn't want to take just a click bypass. I wanted to do a full click derail.
Oh, I love this. Yeah, okay.
Because
by the way, before you do, I don't want to interrupt you. I want you to get this, but Bob threw out there, he is a Freemason, vaping Freemason.
I like it, Bob.
Bob, do you want to start
And a master
producing our show?
lyricist.
Do you want to start producing the show, Bob? I don't know how to do it. But okay, no, wait. Click derail. We're going off.
Click derail. So I mean, this is mostly just a question for you, and I thought about it because I've been asking a lot of people this question because I'm an innocent fellow. So on Succession, he does a bunch of cocaine in a helicopter.
Kendall, you're on season 1.
I'm on season 2.
Season
this
2?
may have been
Okay.
on season 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're into season 2. So he does a bunch of cocaine with the daughter of the other family that they're potentially buying the news from, like the CNN of Succession.
The Fox
where they're the
News
Fox
guys are
News.
trying to buy the CNN. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's there are 2 recovering drug addicts that go to do some coke in the helicopter. So they hang out, they're having a good time, they're doing their thing, and then in the morning he wakes up and there's poop in the bed.
Right.
And they don't really address it. They don't really address it. He just kind of gets up and he's like, "Oh, there's poop in the bed," and they show him gathering the sheets. It's weird. It's weird. And so I'm just curious. And I told Anita, was like, "What's the deal with that?" I'm like, "Coke shits, maybe? Is that a thing?" And she's like, "That's not a thing." And I'm like, "I think it's a thing." And she's like, "How would you know?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I think I've heard it. I've been around the block. I've been in circles with people. And is that a thing? What's the explanation, Jerry? Mungo?
Well, Chris, we've got one here that says, "Let me get my roommate in the chat.
okay.
He can answer all your cocaine questions." We do need to get him in there. What is I've heard of, you hear about people who destroyed their septum snorting coke, right? Like they get,
but
so
not
you
their
get bloody
sheets.
nose. No, yeah, exactly. And then there's something, I feel like there's something like, yeah, maybe.
If Coke shits isn't a thing, it should
Can
be
we
because
make
it
it
really
a
rolls
thing?
off the tongue.
Yeah. Oh, he's got it. It's mixed with laxative most times.
Well, maybe that's why.
I guess that's possible, right? So do you think that that's what they're like intimating
I don't know.
on that
it just,
episode
it
of
seemed,
Succession?
It seemed.
And was it Kendall or the lady? Did they ever say?
It was Kendall.
Okay.
It was. Ooh. Plot twist. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know because the lady wasn't there, but
Well,
she could have gotten up and left him in the mess of.
let's just say that were I in their position and I woke up and I saw what had happened, I would leave too.
The only time it's ever brought up again is as he's shamefully walking to breakfast.
Yeah.
You see the house, like the maid, I guess, because they're in this like crazy castle or whatever. The maid
Right.
is coming downstairs with the basket of sheets, and she kind of looks back at him and
Yeah.
gives him like the.
Is that when they're,
look,
are
like,
they there
dude.
for like a wedding or something?
They're just there to meet the family.
Yeah, I remember now.
They're
I
talking.
gotta-
They're talking deals.
yeah.
Okay, so if you know why Kendall pooped the bed after doing large amounts of cocaine with the chick from CNN, call the Wastoids hotline 1-877-Wastoids and give us your insight into
Yeah.
how to avoid that when doing drugs in a helicopter at a mansion.
Yeah, I think right now you'll still get the Mystic 100s message, but we'll update
Oh, we don't
it.
have that split. We gotta
We gotta get that. We gotta get
that figured out.
those splitters.
But just or just leave a message for them, or just ask Mystic 100s why that happens. They might
Say,
know.
Mystic 100s. Why is Kindle crapping the bed?
What's the deal with that? What's the deal with that?
Well-
that's my Jerry Seinfeld. So I'm done. That's it. I just don't. I thought maybe you would know. You're a well-educated person.
I'm a
Thought
I'm a
maybe you
well-
would read it on Twitter somewhere. Like somebody-
Succession has many weird things I don't understand.
That's a fact.
I'll tell you what I do understand. How funny Cousin Greg is. Cousin Greg's my favorite.
I love Greg.
Greg, the Gregulator.
I love Greg, and I love Tom, and they're just such a great. They're such a great little duo.
What happened to Roman's family? Roman's family are the people.
Yeah,
They're the Succession
Oh yeah,
guys.
and in that second season, the dude from Hackers, like the bad guy
Yeah.
from Hackers, you know what I'm talking about?
Is that
The dude from
Sarsgaard
Short Circuit?
guy?
The guy from Short Circuit.
No. Oh shit.
I forget his name. He's
No,
just like there. He's
hang
all
on.
of a sudden he's a main character. It's almost like
He has an incredible name. Is it Is it?
Well, somebody pull this up. Someone let us
It's
know.
not Fisher Stevens.
Oh, maybe it is something
Is
like
it?
that.
Is it Fisher Stevens?
Short Circuit movie. It is. Doesn't it usually come up with people?
Click that there.
Overview. I should probably hit cast. Fisher Stevens. There you go. Look at you. You are. See, you are.
I can't
know what's
tell
going
you.
on.
I can't tell you anything about.
Yeah. So there's weird things like
daughter.
continuity things, like the
Macaulay Culkin's brother
Macaulay Culkin's brother
has a wife and
has a wife in the first episode, and then all of a sudden he doesn't.
I don't remember that. I remember
They pulled a fast one. They pulled a fast one.
It's like on the sitcoms where the sibling goes upstairs and then that's it. You never see him again. Do you remember
They
wrote
Happy Days.
Happy Days?
brother.
Wrote the brother
Craig
off
or something, whatever his name was.
I think his name was Torple.
Torple?
No, I'm just kidding.
He went to college and never came back. Or I've actually read up on this. When I had COVID, I watched nothing but Happy Days, and it was sort of, I think it was insinuated maybe he went off to war and died in Vietnam.
Wow. Okay, before we go, because we
Dark.
really gotta close this. We gotta bring this to a conclusion. But before we go, as a Happy Days guy, as a fan of the Happy Days verse, did Laverne and Shirley come
Yeah.
first?
No.
No, that's
everything was a
all
spin-off
spin-off
of
of Happy Days.
Everything.
Okay.
Mork and Mindy.
Right.
Happy Days.
Right.
A bunch of other stuff.
My question is, how old is Fonzie?
In
Fonzie,
Happy Days?
He's like
During Happy Days? I've looked that up. I think he was in his late 20s.
But I mean the character. Is he he is because he hangs out with high school kids.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to
clearly
be in his
older.
early 20s. He's post college, living upstairs. He's old enough to do. He doesn't really get flack from the parents because he's an adult, you know. But was he a draft dodger? You think? Fonzie?
I think Fonzie's a draft dodger.
Did he like do something with his elbow and got out of the draft?
You know what I bet he did was he banged it into the jukebox really hard.
Yeah.
To make the song go first and foremost.
Or the
but then-
lottery, because they used to do the draft lottery live on TV, didn't they?
Yeah, maybe he was like, guys, I can't go because I have to drive my motorcycle over this big, over the Shark Tank.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah,
were like, well, that sounds like a good reason not to go.
Yeah, I saw that episode. He went jet skiing over a shark. I
Oh,
think,
that's
right?
what it is.
That's where the term "jumping the shark" comes from. It's from that show. That's when they should have called it. They should have.
They should have
Well,
called it.
They didn't call it. They should have called it. They
You
did
know-
not call it. Call it.
You know, he does that in Arrested Development too, right?
Yeah.
He hops over the little
Yes.
shark. That's one of the greatest moments.
Yes, lots of inside jokes on Arrested Development. I love that show.
Well, if you have any thoughts on Fonzie or sharks or Mungo Jerry or vape juice, cocaine.
That's the Wayne's World thing.
Yeah. Local NPR said that we are like Wayne's World meets MTV meets Beavis and Butthead, I think.
Yes.
I can't remember. But anyway.
And local LA Times said that we're the MTV of Arizona.
The New York Times. Yeah. The local LA Times.
Local,
yeah,
or the
exactly.
local New York Times, whatever times you want.
Well, guys, this has been a true joy. Head over to the blog version of this once it's up, and we'll post the entire television from Ethan Weiner, and we'll post a bunch of these Mungo Jerry. We'll definitely post the vape juice one.
Oh yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah,
God
baby.
that I now know. And I'm gonna buy some of this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hit some of that vape juice.
Do you think we
that
should
mango cherry?
Do you think we should order a
case,
vape,
an entire
a
case
vape
of it?
machine and then try the Mungo Jerry live on?
We should
an
get
episode?
we have a fog machine still.
Uh-huh.
Let's get a fog machine and then load it up with mango cherry vape juice. The next episode, so we'll just be all hazy and.
I think this is a good idea.
and
We'll get on
I
that.
wonder what the nicotine count is on that.
I don't know, but we're gonna find out.
I'm jonesing.
We're gonna get.
I'm
We're
jonesing,
gonna
buddy.
get blasted.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for watching another episode. Thank you, everybody in the chat. You guys are all the best. This is very fun. Talk to you guys soon.